most meaningful result and performance in college football this young season. Bama survives in Austin, gets it done on the final drive, 20-19. Welcome to the Voice of College Football. We break down the game we all love each and every day with you. Best discussion, debate, and analysis of college football thanks to your support and contribution. Please like the video, share the videos out on social media, and subscribe right here to the Voice of College Football. Join us for our next call-in show as well. Hit that bell for the notifications to know when we go live. Texas played with poise, determination, toughness. When was the last time we could say that? On a big stage, Texas did everything possible, and they certainly have the talent. But they needed one more call, one more play, one more something. Bama got it done in the end. Bryce Young leading a field goal winning drive to escape. The most significant play of the game was when Quinn Ewers threw an incomplete pass to the back of the end zone late in the second quarter. Why? Well, he got thrown to the ground by Dallas Turner, who landed on him, landed on the shoulder, knocked him out of the game. Dallas Turner was called for a personal foul. The hit was unavoidable, the landing on Ewers, so I didn't agree with the call, but the result was important, knocking Ewers from the game. Hudson Card came in, played admirably, but Ewers was electric. This is the first time I've seen him. This is the first time college football has seen him. He's played one game. That was against Louisiana Monroe. We know about the talent. We've watched the huddle tapes, the high school highlights. We've seen him throw it around in shorts. He's phenomenal with the football in his hands. He's got a rocket arm, and he showed, though, that he could turn passing into quarterbacking. He was poised. He delivered. He and Xavier Worthy could turn into one of the great combinations in college football. They barely missed on a long toss to the back of the end zone. Worthy should have hung on to the football, but when he rolled over, he lost it. That cost Texas big. Think about it. They had a touchdown. They had to settle for a field goal when Worthy dropped the football in the back of the end zone. Ewers and Worthy did hook up on the right sideline. Brilliant pass under duress, under pressure. Worthy with a brilliant catch, considering the defensive back had a hold of his face mask while he caught the ball inside the 5-yard line, led to a Texas touchdown. Bryce Young was harassed all day as well. He did have a clean pocket mostly in the first half, but Bama effective their first several drives. They got a field goal early, although we got to credit Ovu Ahufo with the sack, which stopped the drive, forcing Will Riker to match his career-long in field goals with a 52-yarder. Bama went up 3-0. Texas came back, and the Worthy drop in the back of the end zone led to the field goal. And also, there was a could have been another touchdown or PI call to Tavian Sanders on Kool-Aid McKinstry. He should have been called for the pass interference, was not, and Texas had to settle for the field goal 3-3 ball game. And that set the stage for what we saw the entire day. Bama's issue on defense was they could not keep up with Whittington, Worthy, and Sanders. Texas's wide receivers were abusing Alabama's secondary. Jace McClellan, 81-yard touchdown run, was tremendous for a number of reasons. The Alabama right side of the offensive line executed the play perfectly. McClellan split the seam and was gone. The Texas secondary couldn't catch him. The Bama wide receivers blocked 81 yards to the house. Bama led 10-3. Deshaun Jameson could have had a pick six for Texas. It was a great pass breakup that ended a Bama drive, but another missed opportunity for the Longhorns. He had the ball right in his gut. He probably would have been gone or had a long return for Texas on that one. Jahmyr Gibbs, it was noticeable in the first series of the game that he was going to be utilized as a pass receiver, that Bill O'Brien saw something where Jahmyr Gibbs was going to be a mismatch, matching him up against Texas linebackers. 9 catches for 74 yards. And he had a number of huge plays from the first drive of the game to the last drive of the game, making the key play that set up Alabama's winning score. Jalen Ford with a sack on third down when Jahmyr Gibbs missed the blitz pickup, and that's one of the reasons why Gibbs was out of the game on many key third down situations in the second half. Otherwise, he might have caught 12 or 13 passes. So we talked about Ewers. He was phenomenal. Consider his first game was against Louisiana Monroe. This is the first time he's been on a big stage, big opponent, this kind of talent facing him, and he delivered time and time again. He showed the talent, the poise, the ability, everything. I'm sold on Quinn Ewers after just 12 or 13 pass attempts for about 130 yards on 9 completions. Enter Hudson Card. The Texas offense did not suffer. I took down the total yardage figures when Quinn Ewers left the game. Actually, Hudson Card, that Texas-led offense, outgained Bryce Young after that. Hudson Card had a tremendous final drive of the first half. Sark was aggressive. They had the ball at their own 10 or 15 yard line. They had a buck 20 left on the clock. They got a big play from Bijan Robinson. They got a penalty, and then Card hooked up with Bijan Robinson along the right sideline for a huge play. They were poised to kick the field goal or possibly go for the touchdown. They took a couple shots at the end zone and were denied. Went for the field goal with 3 seconds left in the first half. That was missed. Another huge miss by Texas. Another missed opportunity. They go to the break at 10-10. Bama, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out after the offense was effective early in the game. Some of the time, wide receivers were open downfield, but Bryce Young had too much pressure on him. Gary Patterson with a tremendous job, tremendous addition, obviously, to the Texas coaching staff coming from TCU. He has a record of defeating top 10 opponents 12 times, and his toughness, his ability, his mindset, his experience has been a find for Texas. Not only was Quinn Ewers knocked from the ball game, Hudson Card was limping. He landed on his right ankle at one point early in his stay in the ball game, and that affected him greatly. He's a mobile quarterback. He could not get loose after that, and he had an early run that converted a 1st and 15 into a first down. That was taken away from Sark. So he didn't have a starting quarterback. Card was hobbled, limping all over the place, and Sark still drew up enough plays to keep Texas in this game down to the very end. Well, it basically came down to, we want to mention one other play. Texas had a brilliant punt down to the half-yard line. Stopped Bama, 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. The 3rd down play, Bryce Young was just obliterated in the backfield, had to throw the ball away. There was a personal foul for roughing the passer. There was a targeting call, and there was a throwaway, and I'm still trying to figure out why there was not a safety, because after reviewing, there was clearly not targeting. There was clearly not a personal foul because Bryce Young was on the back of a Texas defender. Therefore, he was not down when he was hit, and he didn't throw the ball back to the line of scrimmage. So somebody that knows the rules to the nth degree, please let me know why that was not called a safety. Otherwise, Texas would have been in even better shape. Texas led 16-10 after a couple field goal drives that Hudson Card led, but they could not finish it off for the touchdown, and that proved costly, of course. Bryce Young made a brilliant play on the touchdown throw to Ja'Cory Brooks. That was a Heisman type of play. I think he's got one of those, and Bama led 17-16. Hudson Card comes right back, hits the tight end down the field for a huge gainer. Will Anderson gets the sack that seemingly knocks Texas back to a difficult field goal, but Bert Auburn. Can you imagine if Auburn would have beaten Bama? Or Burnt Orange? You can go a couple different ways with Bert's name there. Nails the field goal. Texas goes up 19-17. The only bad thing there was obviously too much time left on the clock. 90 seconds for Bryce Young. He goes back down the field. Now, the key play to this drive was clearly, and oh my goodness, I was just talking to the Wholesome One about this via text because we talked about this on the Miami show last week. One of my pet peeves, and I hate that term pet peeve, but I'm going to bring it up right now, is when I see blitzes in which the blitzing player just is running full steam at the quarterback and he's not under control. He doesn't break down and he runs right by the quarterback. Texas could have won the game. Ryan Watts coming off the corner was untouched and he blew right by Bryce Young. He did the Olay right around him and allowed Bryce Young not only to avoid losing 8 or 10 yards, which would have put Alabama in a difficult spot, midfield, only 15 or 20 seconds left in the game, needing tons of yardage. I haven't done the addition or subtraction to figure out what the down and distance would have been, but it would have been maybe 3rd and 25. But Bryce Young picked up the first down. He ran down the right sideline and picked up a ton of yardage, and that's your ball game right there. The blitzing corner, Ryan Watts, didn't break down, didn't complete the sack, didn't make the tackle. Bryce Young gets away, and Bama set up for Will Riker to nail the field goal, and Bama escapes 20-19. Your thoughts below. We see a different Texas, but they still lose. But hey, that's Bama, and that's a big stage, and Texas came through. If they can hold their heads up tomorrow, lick their wounds tonight, get past this one, build on this, we will see the condition of Quinn Ewers. But even if this team has to go with Hudson Card for the next few weeks or for the entire season, they should still be a factor based on this performance in the Big 12. And for Alabama, they dodge a bullet. They play their first true road game. First road non-conference game since going to Penn State in 2011. How about that? Texas almost gets it done. Bama survives 20-19. Your thoughts right here at the Voice of College Football. Leave those comments below, and we will see you soon.